Alright, so we have Nikolas Motta versus Jim Miller. So Jim Miller is 38 now, he's been around for a while. He's 10 years older than Motta. It's a young man's sport, so it's never a good thing when you got a decade on the guy, really. Like, especially if you're past 35 and you got a decade on the guy, it's bad news, normally. So we'll see if, he's an anomaly here. We'll break it down. So break down the striking. So Jim Miller is a southpaw. He's serviceable, mostly throwing singular shots, but, clear advantage to Motta standing. Motta has nice counters. He's always looking to counter when the opponent's trying to close distance. He's mostly using his hands and he's mostly headhunting, So he can get a little predictable. Still has a striking advantage for sure over Jim Miller. A few strikes that he likes to throw is the counter 2, the counter 2-3 or the 3-2. As I said, a little predictable. I think Jim Miller will be looking to level change under those combinations if he gets a little too predictable with what he's throwing. Jim Miller, he doesn't go for takedowns a whole lot, as you would expect from a grappler, but he's good at catching a kick and grounding the opponent off that kick. He's very good at catching a low kick or a body kick and just, getting the fight to the mat somehow off that. He's always looking to capitalize on slips or if the opponent's slightly off balance and try to get them to the mat that way. He's pretty opportunistic with, getting the fight to the mat, but as I said, hasn't been offensively wrestling that much lately. Intentionally wrestling, really. But yeah, Motta, he's got pretty good takedown defense. He's good at getting underhooks and angling off when the opponent shoots near the fence. Jim Miller doesn't generally shoot those type of traditional takedowns, those double legs that you're going to see, that you're going to need underhooks for, and then angle off from there. But traditional takedowns, Motta is very good at defending them. He's also good at getting back to his feet. Good technical get-ups. He doesn't just explode to get back to his feet. He works his way up, gets the underhook, and uses the fence quite well to get back to his feet. He could be in trouble if Jim Miller does get on top. He's very tight on top. Looks to advance position, get an armbar from mount. He's quite dangerous on top. Jim Miller's still dangerous off his back or when he's tired, and he's still looking to grapple, but much less so than when he's fresh and, when he's in top position. But yeah, he's dangerous off bottom, rolls for leg locks, triangles, armbars from there. He's got a good ground game, and that's how he wins fights. He's only been finished by high-level Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guys. He's only been finished on the mat by high-level Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guys. For Motta, how he wins is he's got considerable power in both hands. How these guys lose for Miller, he's got 1 round of cardio basically these days. Path to victory. So for Miller, look to feint him to the fence or look to blitz him onto the fence and then shoot. Basically just get the fight to the mat by any means. If he's loading up, if he's just planting his feet to counter and you get the read of that, then change levels, go for a blast double from there. If he throws any kicks, look to catch a kick and work a single from that. And for Motta, no kicks. Miller is very good at catching a kick and grounding his opponent, so don't throw any kicks. It's not a huge part of his game anyway, but yeah, just don't throw any. Look for that check right hook when he closes distance and then angle off. Kind of play the matador here. Call them up if you do knock them down. Don't engage on the ground. It's just not worth it. Might as well just call them back up, knock him down again. Potentially a mercy TKO there that way. How I see the fight going? In the Selecki fight, Jim Miller was getting pieced up on the feet, and he was doing it with a 3-2 as well. Selecki was just piecing him up with a simple 3-2, and that's Motta's favourite combination. And Motta throws his punches much tighter than Selecki, so a greater speed that it's coming at you, and also with much more power. So I think it's not a great look if he's getting pieced up on the feet by Joe Selecki at this point in his career. It's just dangerous when you're facing a guy who's a much better striker in Nikolas Motta. Motta's takedown defense ticks a lot of boxes, gets underhooks, doesn't get dominated in head position really ever, widens base, he's got quite a low base as well. It's not really relevant though because a large majority of Miller's takedowns do come from catching kicks. And Motta doesn't throw any kicks. As I said before, he's mostly a boxer. Barely throws, he throws 3 kicks a fight. So Miller might be waiting a while for an opportunity to ground the fight if he's going to take that approach. If he goes for more traditional takedowns like a double leg, a single leg, or even clinch takedowns, he's going to gas after round 1, with that amount of energy expenditure working for the takedowns. because I do think Motta is going to make him work pretty hard for the takedown if he does go that approach. Even then, if Miller does get him down, Motta isn't going to accept bottom position. He looks to pop back to his feet immediately, and he does have pretty good technical get-ups, as I mentioned before. And, you know, at this stage in his career, Miller, it seems like he only has 1 round of gas before he hits a wall. 7 of Miller's last 10 wins have been in the first round. Like, dude's basically first round or bust at this point. You know, if Miller gets in top position in round 1, then you'll be sweaty if you've put a bet on Motta. But other than that literal one single situation, Motta should cruise, and you'll be, you know, feeling pretty confident, I feel. I think he's going to be quite dominant in every other aspect of mixed martial arts, but, you know, if Miller gets on top in round 1, then maybe he can get the submission or the finish. But other than that, Motta should win, really. Alright, so the prediction is Motta by TKO round 2. Yeah, I favour Motta a fair bit here. I think if you like Miller, well, if I was to bet Miller, I'd probably just play him at round 1. Just because after round 1, he's just a corpse, basically. And I think Motta's going to really pick him apart after round 1. He just needs to survive round 1, and I think he will be able to. His anti-grappling seems pretty nice, in my opinion. So yeah, him at pick'em or him at a dog is absolute. It's a bet for me, for sure. I'd bet him all the way down to like $1.60 or minus 170 or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, I think there's value on Motta at the moment. Whoops.